Hey guys, I'm Laura. Get ready for a bar workout. You don't need any equipment. You can even be in bare feet. You might want to have a chair or a countertop or even the back of a sofa handy to use for balance as your ballet bar. And I'm doing this from my hotel room in Orlando, so you don't even need a lot of space. Get ready. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. We're doing a full body bar workout. There are 10 sections, so get ready. We will start with our warm up. Pedal your feet. Your hands can be on your hips. You can start to move your arms, adding a little torso twist. And I want you to focus on really lifting through the heels, warming up the shins, the calf, and the ankles. Stand really tall, chin lifted, chest open. Draw those shoulder blades back and together. And don't forget to pull your belly button in, tuck your pelvis under a little bit, and stand tall. Alternate knee lifts. Pull your arm down. Just a little bit reaching now to warm up the upper body as well. The higher you take the arms, the higher your heart rate will become. Don't forget to breathe. And again, hands can stay on the hips for more of a level 1. We're going to do the same legs and just simply add a torso twist. So level 1, you're keeping your hands on your hips and adding a torso twist. Level 2, you're bringing those elbows toward the knee. Level 3, reach knee and twist. So don't forget to add that torso rotation here, whether the hands are down or whether they're up. Take your feet wide and tap and reach. Really reach to warm up through the side of your body, the obliques, and tap and squeeze through your glute, that you're warming up full body here. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to keep the belly button pulled in. Keep your feet wide and kick your heels towards your butt. Open up through the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades as you pull your arms back. If you'd rather keep your hands on your hips, you sure can. But I'd really like you to try and start to open up through the chest to warm up the upper body along with the lower body. Going back to the beginning with our feet pedals, now that you're starting to get warm, start to swing those arms a little bit. So lifting through the heels, warming up the ankles, the shins and the calves. Do not forget about good posture. I'll remind you probably 100 times. Keep the chin lifted, shoulders back, chest open, belly button pulled in. Alternate knee lifts, but this time open up your hips and keep it wide. Hands can be on the hips, or you can start to bring those arms to the sides with you, or your arms can be really big. Start to think of your feet. Point your toes down on every lift. Again, add arms if you want to. Now I want you to make a big torso twist with this. So arms can stay down, knees stay wide, arms can come here to shoulder height, or big, giant arm circles. You're almost at the end of our warm-up. You should be starting to breathe heavier, and your body should feel warm. Keep your feet wide. Give me those kickbacks. This time, arms are up and pull down. Pulling through the shoulder blades. Don't forget about that belly tuck. Kicking back. Try and get your heel back towards your glutes. Nice job. Feet wide. And tap and reach across. So swing that arm around, warming up through the upper back and shoulders. Adding that torso twist. Keep the belly button pulled in. All right, march those feet. Warm up complete. Heat building. Have your chair, back of your couch, ballet bar, whatever you have, right in front of you. Feet are shoulder width apart. You are an arm's distance away from that support. Sit down in chair and stand up. So this is chair pose. And when you sit down in that squat, I want you to look at your feet. Your knees should be tracking right over the center of your feet. At the bottom of your squat, you should be able to still see all of your toes. Do not let the knees come forward like this. Keep them back. Think of hovering over a toilet and like you're about to tap it. Good. Now take it down and hold. And think about your belly button. Pull it in. Shoulders drawn back. And give me some little pulses right here. Down, up, down, up. So not very big. We are in heat building. So the idea is to get heat in those thighs. Consciously think of your glutes and hamstrings as well and squeeze them. If you don't have a chair, your hands can be here, they can be here, or you can have them resting on a chair or a couch if you have one. All right, lift one heel, sit down again. Little tiny movement, down, up. How deep do you need to sit? Well, level 1, you're going to be up here. Level 2, you're a little bit deeper. Level 3, you're going to go a lot deeper and really challenge yourself. One heel up here, your movements are down an inch and up an inch. It's very small. Really building heat in that supporting leg, the leg where the foot is flat. Get ready to switch legs and switch. Sink down. Again, level 1, you're up here. It's a small movement though, don't make it very big. Level 2, you're halfway in between there. Level 3, you are deep, staying low, keeping your belly button in, shoulders back. Stay low, stay low. Ooh, get ready. Put that heel down, sit down deeper, 2 pulses. Stand up and squeeze, 2 pulses. Stand up and squeeze. Now level 3, up and releve. So level 1, you're up taller. Level 2, you're mid. Level 3, you're deep and coming into a releve. Releve means both heels lift. Releve is a lift. 2 pulse, releve. Last one. Good. Bring those feet together in first position. First position, heels are together. Stand tall. Plie down and come up. So plie is a fancy word, a French word for a bend, a squat type of movement. Make sure your knees are angling out. Don't let them come in. So when you look down, you should be able to see the inside of your foot and your entire big toe at the bottom of your plie. Good, use that for balance if you need to. Take it down and hold. Heels should be connected, little pulses. We are still in heat building. Building the heat in the thighs, and you're going to feel your heart rate start to increase. Hold and pulse. This is a small movement. Breathe. Now at any time if you need to take a break and come out of this, come out of it, take a break, shake it out, and get back in when you can. Now listen, in first position, raise one heel up, sink down. Both knees are still angling out, your hips are open. Little pulses here with one heel raised. Your thighs are on fire. Come up and give it a break, shake it out, and get back in. You have 12 seconds on this side left. Use that for support, but don't use it to bend over. Make sure you're standing really, really, really tall. 4, 3, 2, switch heels, take this down and pulse. So these are small pulses, down an inch, up an inch, small, really building heat in those legs. Keep the belly button pulled in, shoulders back, chest open. Use this for support. Ooh, burning. All right, come on, stay down if you can. You have 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Set the heel down. Come down in a plie. 2 pulses and squeeze at the top. 2 pulses, squeeze at the top. What are you squeezing? You're squeezing your inner thighs. You're also squeezing your glutes. So 2 pulses, up and squeeze. Your heels can lift if you're getting deep in that plie. Otherwise, stay tall. Especially if you're at a level 1, stay tall. Those of you that have done barre before and need a little bit more of a challenge, get really deep. Last one. Nice job. All right, so our heat building section is complete. Cardio section 1, open up to second position, feet are wide. Your bar or chair is at your side. Bring the arms open, plie down and tap. Plie and tap. On that tap, you're gonna point that toe. Level 1, stay tall. Level 2 and 3, get deep. Level 3, bring that arm overhead every time you come up and tap. Changing this from a second position to a first position. So simply closing your feet, heels together. Level 1, level 2, a little deeper. Level 3, really deep and big arms. So second position to first position. Find the level that works best for you. You have 7 seconds left here. Second position to first position. Now keep your foot out in second position, both heels up. Come down a little, up a little. If you need to set your heels down, go ahead. Another option here for more cardio is down and jump. So you only have about 12 seconds left right here. This is cardio. I want your heart rate high. But for some of you, you don't need to jump to do that. Okay, feet are wide. We're gonna go from a second position to what's called a passe. So the foot comes in front of the knee. Make sure you are not straightening that supporting knee all the way. Don't ever lock that knee. I know it's totally counter to what we learned in ballet, but we're not in a ballet class and we're not on the dance floor. So to be safe, keep that knee slightly bent even here at the top. Make sure you are opening the hip here. Come back out to second and hold. 2 pulses down. Up and releve. Releve is both heels lifted. 2 pulses, releve. Nice job. 2 pulses, releve. You have 10 seconds left here. So every move I show you, we're doing for 30 seconds and then moving on. So now bring your feet together in first position. Right here, arm in front. Just plie and squeeze. Plie and squeeze. Now those of you that want to add a little tap, plie and tap. Arm can open out. Little tap. Not too big yet. We're going to get bigger in a few more seconds here. Good, now come from first all the way up into second. Big arm circle. First, second. Now you don't have to add a deep plie. Those of you that want a little more cardio, definitely get deeper in each position. First position, second position. So go as deep as your body wants you to. First to second. First to second. All right, stay in first. Heels closed. Arm overhead. Plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve. Another option here is releve jump. Plie, releve, plie, releve jump if you want. You do not have to add that jump. Keep that arm overhead to work the shoulder. Plie, releve, plie, jump if you want. Good. All right, so now we're going to plie in first. Lift up to a passe. Plie in first, passe, plie, passe. If you want to bring that arm down, you sure can. Bring it down with the leg, up with the foot, down, passe, down, passe. Nice job, you guys. Passe. And now, stay down in your plie for 2 pulses. Come up and releve. 2 pulse, releve. So level 1, stay taller in your plie pulsing. Level 2, start to get deeper. You don't have to add the releve. Level 3, deep. And then come up in that releve, deep, and releve. 3 seconds. Nice job. Switch sides, however you need to do that. Take your feet wide. Second position, plie and tap, plie and tap. So keep your feet wide on the tap. We are not closing them. We are keeping feet wide for this first block of exercises on this side. Plie and tap. Can you go faster? You sure can. All right, hold it out here. Plie in second, close in first. Second, first. Arms can stay shoulder height, or arms can go overhead. Anytime you bring those arms overhead, you are increasing your heart rate because blood flow has to travel up. So second to first, close in first and squeeze. You have 4 seconds here. Hold it out in second. Heels up. Woo. All right, so plie. Heels up. Bring that arm overhead. Plie. Heels up. If you want to add a jump, those of you that are level 3, add that jump. Plie. Heels up. Do you have to raise your heels? Nope. How deep do you want to go? Deep as you want to go. Plie. Heels up if you can, or jump. 3, 2, 1. Second position, plie, passe. Remember, passe is to pass. So your foot is passing in front of the knee. Plie, passe, plie, passe. So arms can either stay at chest height, or you can bring it overhead, back up to a 4th position. Arm, passe. Now close in first position. Stand tall, zip up those abs. Plie and tap. Plie, tap. Make it as deep and big as you want to. Adding the bigger arm movements are going to keep that heart rate higher. You are almost finished with this first cardio burst. I've designed this workout so that it'll create heart rate intervals for you. We're going to go a little bit higher intensity in some intervals, and we're going to drop that intensity down in other intervals. So now take this wider, first position to second position. If you want the arms to stay at chest height, to close and open, you sure can. Otherwise, you can bring it overhead in a bigger arm circle. That's obviously going to work the shoulder more. Now hold it in first position. Give me those heels up and hold. Now we're going to plie and then go back to this releve. So plie, level 1, don't go deep. Level 2, go a little bit deeper. Level 3, jump. So plie, heels up. However deep you go is up to you. Think of your level. Go really deep and add a jump if you can. Plie, releve, plie, releve, and take a break. Your first cardio burst is done. So move your chair out of the way or step away from your couch so that you have some space. We are moving on to our Pilates and yoga section. If you want a mat, go ahead and grab one. If you're on carpet, you won't need one. So make sure you have room in front of you, full body length, shoulders back, chest lifted, and belly button tucked in. Feet are very close together. In mountain pose, squeeze your glutes, stand tall. Sit down in chair pose. Hold here. Fold over, straighten your legs a little bit. Walk your hands out so you go to plank. Now modify, you're gonna come right down onto your knees and pull your feet in. Step your feet back down, lift up, and walk yourself back. And round up. Chair, fold. Now level 2, instead of going to your knees, you're gonna stay on your toes. Good. Come back, walk yourself back, roll up, shoulders back at the top. Sit down in chair, fold, walk out, come to plank, walk back, roll yourself up. Give me one more, sit down in chair, fold. Remember, go to your knees and plank if you need to, but pull your feet in so you get the weight off of your kneecaps. Come back and roll up. Good, this time arms open wide. Fold at the waist. Walk out to plank. Just stay there for half a second. Lift those hips up in the sky for down dog. Try and get your heels down close to the ground. Bend your knees and then straighten. Bend and straighten. 2 more. Keep that head down between your arms. Come back to plank. Go to your knees if you need to. Back to down dog, please. Get those heels down. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Last time. Come down to plank. Go on your knees if you need to. You're holding for 10 seconds. Pull your feet in if you are on your knees so that you come off of your kneecaps. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. All right, listen, we're going to go back to down dog. Take one leg, lift it up, and if you want to keep it bent, that's fine. You can be modified right here for level 1 on your knees. Level 2, you're here. Level 3, extend and straighten. Pull it underneath you. Level 1, set it down. Level 2, hover. Do that one more time. Kick it up. On your knees is fine. And hover underneath you or set it down. Come back to down dog. Other leg, kick it up. Now remember, level 1, you're here. Level 2, you're here. Level 3, it's straight. Pull it underneath you. Level 1, set it down. Level 2, pick it up, but maybe you're on your knee. Level 3, hover. One more time, kick it up. And bring it underneath you, pick your level. Good. Sit back in child's pose for just a second. Bring your right foot in front. Turn your back foot so it is at a perpendicular angle to your front foot. Bring those arms up in front of you, overhead. Sink down. Bend your front knee and look down. Make sure your knee is directly over your ankle. It should not be sticking out forward like that. It should be back with the weight in the heel. Hold here, straighten the leg. Fold in pyramid. Try not to lock this front knee. And if you can't reach the ground, then put your hands on your shin, but don't ever press on your knee. Don't ever press on a joint. So here or here. Bend the knee, come back up to warrior 1. Get deep, do not lock that back knee. Straighten, do not lock, and fold. You should be feeling a stretch through the inner thigh and back of that front leg. Good, step your feet together, and then step your other foot back. I had to figure out which foot I needed to put back. Okay, arms up, warrior 1. Again, look at your front knee. Make sure your weight is in the heel of the front foot. Knee is over the ankle. It shouldn't be back here either, and it definitely should not be forward. Get it right over that ankle. Back foot is perpendicular. Do not lock that knee. Straighten this leg without locking. Fold. Again, hands can go to the shin. Hands can go to the floor. Drop your head if you can. Bend your front knee. Push through the heel to rise up. Back to warrior 1. Sink down. Straighten that front leg and fold. Step your back foot forward. Hang here for just a moment. Pay attention to how deep you are right now, because in a couple of weeks, as you're exercising and working on your flexibility, you should get deeper and deeper every single time you stretch and lean over. Slowly round up. Nice job. Your Pilates yoga section is complete. We are moving on to our next cardio block. For our second cardio block, you're gonna want your chair or your couch or your countertop near you for support on your side. Feet are gonna go into fourth position where they are wide, but one is in front of the other and they are both shooting out at angles. Come down in fourth position, plie. Open out to second position, which we did earlier. Adjust your feet where you need to. Come back to fourth, open to second. So arm is at chest level, going from fourth to second. We're gonna start to speed things up here again for our cardio block. So go as deep as you want. Good, now stay in fourth position. Plie, tendu. So a tendu is a tap, pointed toe. Plie, tendu. Those of you at level 2 or 3, make it a full lift. Level 1, you're gonna tap. Level 2, full lift. Put my chair closer. So tendu or grand. All right, now we're gonna go from fourth to second. Back to fourth, hold here for that tendu. Fourth, second. Fourth, tendu or lift. Fourth, second. Fourth, tendu or lift. Fourth, second. Fourth, tendu or lift. Fourth, second. That's our most complicated combo that we have. So it's fourth, open to second, go back to fourth, and tendu. Now hold here. Fourth, tendu, lift, bend the knee, attitude, set down. Fourth, plie, tendu, lift, bend, set down. Plie, tendu, bend, set down. Now the higher you take that bent knee, the more you're gonna work the hip flexor and the transverse abdominals. It's called an attitude, so bend it. Tendu, attitude. Hold here, come down in fourth position. Chu pulse, stand tall. Now next level, releve, chu pulse. Either set the heels down or chu pulse. Releve, chu pulse. Stand tall and squeeze your thighs together. Your feet are still in fourth position, split apart. Remember, releve if you want to. We are staying on this same side. However, now we're going to use our back leg. So you're going to go from fourth position. Back leg is going to open to second. So I'm going to swing around. Fourth position. Back leg opens to second. Fourth position, open to second. So weird not being in my studio. Trying to do this in a crammed space. Okay, now to the back, we're gonna fourth position. Plie, tendu. Plie, tendu. Now if you want to lift, plie and lift. We did not switch which foot is in front. We just switched to using the back leg. Plie, lift, plie, lift. Now combining this, fourth position, back leg open to second. Come back, tendu or lift. Plie, open to second. Plie, tendu or lift. Plie, open to second. Plie, tendu or lift. Plie second. Plie, lift or tap. Good. Plie second. Plie, lift or tap. Plie second. Last one. All right, now listen. Stay here in fourth. Plie. Tap. Plie. Tap, lift, bend, set down. Plie. Tap, lift, bend, set down. Plie. Tap, lift, and bend. It's a rear attitude. Plie in fourth. Tap, lift and bend, set down. Plie, tap, lift, bend, set down. Plie, last one. Tap, lift, set down. Hold in fourth. Chu pulse, squeeze. Chu pulse, squeeze. Chu pulse, squeeze. Now your option is to go into releve on that squeeze. 2 pulse, releve. Arm can stay lifted. Isometric hold on that shoulder is going to help tone and define your upper body. Squeeze. Remember your levels. Go as deep as you can. Last one. And okay, we have to go to the other side. So I'm going to bring this back over here. I had my right foot in front that whole time. I'm going to switch to my left foot in front for this whole time. Actually, I'm going to start over here so you see better. So my left foot is in front because I'm going to be moving my front foot for this first segment. So 4th position, get ready, plie, open to 2nd with your front foot. Close in 4th, open in 2nd, close in 4th. Now again, arm can stay low. That's going to be more your level 1, staying a little bit higher in your plies. Level 2, bigger arm movements, deeper leg movements. How many times do I have to say that? I'm going to keep reminding you to take it to your level. So 4th to 2nd, almost done. Now hold in 4th, front leg, plie, tendu, plie, tendu. Arm can stay low. If you're going to lift that leg, lift the arm with it. Bring it really big for that level 3. So 4th position, plie, lift. Think of your abdominals squeezing and lifting that leg. Plie, lift. Last one. Now the combo. 4th, 2nd, 4th and tendu. 4th and 2nd, 4th and tendu or lift. 4th and 2nd, tendu or lift. Make sure you plie here, then go to 2nd, plie in 4th, then lift. 2nd, plie, tap or lift. One more. Good. All right, now stay here, foot in front. 4th position, plie. Tendu, lift and bend, set it down. Plie. Tendu, level 2, lift higher, set it down. Plie. Tendu, attitude, level 3, really high, big arm. Plie. Tendu, lift. Plie. Tendu, attitude, lift. Notice I am not bending at my waist when I lift. Lift. Hold, 4th position, 2 pulse. Up and squeeze. Level 1, keep the heel and the front foot on the ground. Level 2 and 3, start to raise that heel off the ground, go in releve. Level 3, big arms. 2 pulse and releve. We are almost finished with our cardio burst. We are switching to the other side, but your left foot is still going to be in front because we're going to use our back foot. So left foot is in front still. Come into that 4th position, plie. Back leg open to 2nd. Come back to 4th. Let me put this right here. Open to 2nd. 4th, 2nd, 4th, 2nd. Remember, bigger arm movements for higher cardio. Okay, now hold it back and forth. Your back leg is going to do the tendu. So plie, tendu, plie, tendu. Now if you want to lift, squeeze through the glute and lift. You do not have to lift. And I don't want you lifting if you end up folding over your support. Stay tall. Lift through the glute and the low back. We're moving on to the combo. So plie in 4th, open to 2nd. Go back to 4th and lift. 4th plie, 2nd, 4th and tendu or lift. 4th to 2nd, 4th to tendu or lift. 4th to 2nd, 4th to the back, tendu, point or lift. To 2nd, 4th and lift. Good. 4th to 2nd, last one. 4th and lift. Now stay here. 4th plie, tendu, or lift. Plie, tendu, or plie and lift. Pick your level, stay tall. I just caught myself bending a little too much. Lift, plie, lift, plie, lift. Focus on your form and technique before you work up in levels. One more. Hold in fourth position. 2 pulse. Squeeze. Level 1, stay taller. 2 pulse. Squeeze. Level 2, releve. Level 3, deeper, releve, deeper, releve, deep, releve, deep, releve. Come on up on those tippy toes if you can. One more. And set it down, shake that out. Your second cardio burst. Done. Great job. Okay, we are moving on to balance. So let your heart rate come down a minute while I explain this. And I'm really sorry about the bad lighting and everything. I am in a hotel room. I'm not in my beautiful studio, as you can tell, those of you that have watched my videos or have been to my studio. But you know what? I'm just trying to get videos out there because in Minnesota, all of our gyms are closed again. So I'm trying to get as many videos out as I can for everybody. So let your heart rate come down here, and we're going to move on to our balance section. For our balance section, we're going to be working on a variety of different lunges, and I want level 1 for you to really not take this very deep. So listen to my cues. Level 2 and 3, you're at 2 or 3 because you already know how to take it deeper. So we're going to start with our right foot back in a lunge. Sink down in your lunge just a little. Make sure the knee is back. And adjust yourself so you're an arm's distance away. Come up and tap your foot. So step back and tap. Level 2 and 3, you're obviously going to go a lot deeper, and maybe you're not going to set your foot down. But level 1, I want you to work on good form, keeping the knee over the ankle, and just tapping. Don't go deep for level 1. Now we're going to make this a little bit bigger if you want to. If you don't want to, stay right here. But next level of this, to work on more balance, is to bring that knee up. Do not lock that supporting knee. And try and let go. So maybe use your support to get deep, but don't make that cause you to bend like this. No, no, no. You want to stay tall and lift. Stay tall and lift. Now listen, we're going to go to a side lunge. Side lunge, tap wide. Side lunge, tap wide. Keep both knees forward. Straight leg. Knee not locked. It's not locked, it's just straight. A little bit more challenging. Don't set the foot down, but don't lift yet. Not yet. That's a preview. Just work on your balance without locking that leg. Now, those of you that want to, you're going to add a big leg lift. Level 1, stay at the side lunge and tap. Level 2, lift a little. Level 3, big arm along with big leg. So pick your level. Remember, level 1, don't go so deep. Level 2, go a little bit deeper. Work on balance and lift. Last one. Okay, same, that right leg. Bring that knee up. Do not lock your supporting knee. Work on your balance right here. You don't want those arms to go so far away from your support, that's okay. Make sure that knee is unlocked. Arms up if you can. It's going to challenge your balance even more. Lift that knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Switch sides right away. Left foot back. Come down in your lunge. Stay tall and tap. Level 1, don't go deep. Focus on form and technique before you go deeper. Knee over the ankle, shoulders back. And look, shoulders are over the hips in a lunge. They are not out here. They are back here. And tap. Lunge and tap. Those of you that are level 2 or 3, you know what we're doing. We just did it on the other side. So kick it up a notch if you want to. That means lifting a knee up here if you want. You can stay with the tap, but I don't want you locking this knee when you straighten. Just keep it slightly bent. That's gonna help all those stabilizing muscles around your knees. That's the point of this section, is working on stabilizing muscles for balance. Stabilize. Pause and stabilize. Stand tall, tuck your belly button in. Side lunge, tap. Side lunge, tap. Arm can stay low. Arm can go overhead big. Outside leg can lift a tiny bit. To work on balance, I'm gonna say it again. Do not lock that supporting knee. We are working on stabilizing muscles around the knees, around the ankles, and around the hips through these movements. Now lift if you want to for these last 30 seconds. We have 2 more sections, and then we're done. You have a core section, which we're going to incorporate a lot of Pilates. And then you have a stretch section, which will incorporate some yoga. Come on, take it to your level. Remember, level 1, you're up taller. Tap, 5 seconds, you guys. Last one, and break. Shake that out. Good job. Okay, we're moving on to core, which means we're moving down on the ground, so get your stuff out of the way. So we're gonna come down on the ground, and I want you to, first of all, think of pulling your belly button into your spine, shoulders back and down. Keep that pelvis tilt with the belly button pulled in through everything we're gonna do here. So lie back. Think again of that pelvic tilt. Your belly button should be pushed into the ground so your pelvis is tilted slightly upward here, embracing yourself through your lower abs. Your head is resting on the ground. Put those arms alongside of you at the floor. Lift your feet up in what's called tabletop position. Knees should be right over the hips. From here, I want you to lift your hands up, lift your head up, keep a fist distance, check that. Don't change this distance. That's how you're gonna gain strength in your neck and cervical spine. If at any time you need to set your head down, go ahead and do that. Right here, I want you to work on some breathing. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Pulse your arms and exhale. So breathing deep through your nose to get a nice clean breath in through your nose and exhale through your nose. If you prefer to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, go ahead and do that. I want you to just focus on pulsing your arms right here, keeping your knees over your hips. Again, if you need to set your head down because of your neck, keep going with that pulsing. Resist the temptation to bring your knees forward. Keep them out over your hips. Keep the belly braced. You have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Set your head down, bring one knee in and extend the other leg out. Now level 1, this leg is gonna stay high. Level 2, lower. Level 3, lower. How low do you know? Well, if you take it so low that your back pops off the floor, that's too low. So find where you can keep this braced. Breathe in, grab your leg here and here. Inhale, exhale and switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. So again, keep your legs up here if you need to. Set your head down if you need to. That's gonna really engage the lower abdominals more. You'll notice as you pick your head up, it engages your upper rectus abdominis as well. So if you are straining through your neck to do that, just set your head down. One more each side. Good. Roll up a little and shift over. We're gonna go into plank. And you have a lot of options here, on your elbows and your knees, but pull your feet in. Do that for me because you'll notice that it goes from the kneecaps to off of the kneecaps here. So that's one level. Get into plank because the timer's counting. Here's your next level. Here's your next level. And lift the leg if you want to. If you're holding a leg up, I'm gonna cue you when to switch if you started when I did. So pick your level of plank and hold. Switch your leg if you had one up. Pick your level, and then as you get stronger and stronger, you'll notice you can advance through these levels more and more. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're gonna come back onto your back. Pull your knees in to your chest. Rest your head. Open your legs out. Do not lock your knees, but well, you can lock them here because you're not putting pressure on them actually. So from here, wide leg, hands on your chest or on the ground. You're gonna cross your feet, switching so that the right is on top, then the left is on top, and then open. How far should you open? You should open as far as you can. You wanna give a gentle press on that stretch, and I can't emphasize gentle enough. Very gentle. To open up through your adductors, you sure can, but I want you thinking of squeezing through your inner thighs on that crisscross. So if you can take this lower, take it lower, you're gonna engage those lower abdominals so much more. Nice job. Okay, pull those knees into your chest. Next exercise and our final core exercise. Level 1, keep your head down, knees bent, and you are going to put your hands on the ground and you're gonna give a little lift and lower. Level 2, hands are gonna be on your chest or stomach so that you don't push into the ground. And you're gonna give that a lift. Level 3, hands are behind the head, chin is lifted, and you lift and go straight legs. So, go at your pace. You can assist by having your hands on your legs if you need to because you're working on getting stronger. But I want you to count your reps so that you end up with at least 16 of these. Or if you're just going with the timer like I am, you have about 15 seconds left. Remember, level 1 was here, hands down. Next level is to get the hands off the ground and lift a little higher. And level 3, you know who you are, you know what to do. And that was it. Let those legs go out, long arms overhead. We are moving on to our final segment, which is stretching. So we're moving on to our stretching segment. So roll yourself up, sit up, take one leg out in front of you. The other one, you're gonna drop that knee open, opening up through your hip flexor and your adductor. And that foot is along inside of your knee in a seated 4. Arms up, inhale. On your exhale, fold. Resist the temptation to grab your toes. When you grab your toes, you're stretching your Achilles tendon and pulling on that more than necessary. So resist that temptation. If you want to reach for something to get deeper, grab a belt or a towel, put it around your foot and pull yourself down. Grab somewhere on your leg and really pull yourself over. Pay attention to how far your fingers are right now. As you start working and improving your strength and health and overall flexibility, you should be able to get a little bit deeper. Come on up. Let's switch. Inhale up, exhale and fold. Man, those 30 seconds go fast when I'm talking. Do not pull your toes back. I don't even know if you can see me in the video. This lighting is so terrible. Find where you can grab and reach and pull. Let your body weight hang over. Reach. Pay attention to how far your fingers are on this side. Was there a big difference? If there was, then you need to work on really evening out your flexibility. Good. So now you're gonna bring this leg behind you in a little bit of a quad stretch here. And this leg is open, so you have an opening here through your legs. Inhale and fold. Now I want you to bring one arm up and over and open your chest to the front. Even bring this arm in front of the leg if you can, to stretch through your side at the same time that we stretch the hamstring, and a little stretch in the quad here too. Deep breath in, and exhale, and let's switch. So stretching through the quad here, so you can close this as much as you can. Open here, inhale, exhale. Bring that arm in front if you can. Open up your chest to the front. Breathe, focus on your breathing. We're letting all that lactic acid out of our muscles right now. So breathe, hold your stretch. And then come up. Bring one foot in front of you, tuck it into your groin. You're gonna shift your weight forward so that those hips become parallel to the floor. Now, if you can get this foot up higher when you do that, great. Find where it's comfortable for you. I do want you stretching this quad, however, so keep those hips down. You're stretching through the hip flexor. You can stay tall and you're going to feel a stretch in your abs, or you can fold and drop your head. You're going to feel an opening through your shoulder blades. Come on up and let's switch. So other leg in front, bring this one behind. Find where on the floor you want this foot to still get a stretch in your quad. Drop your hips so you get a stretch in the hip flexor of that back leg, which is the front of the hip. Push up to stretch through your abdominals. Stay there if you want. Or drop over, open up through your shoulder blades and drop your head. Good. All right, now bring that knee back to meet the other one. Keep your feet your knees shoulder width apart and sit back on your heels. If you want to open this up and do a wide child's pose, you sure can. I think I'm going to go wide. Arms go out in front of you, drop your head, and really lengthen through your shoulders. Take one arm, bring it underneath and hold. So you are threading the needle in child's pose. Try not to lock your elbows. We're stretching here, focusing on stretching the shoulder and the upper back of the arm underneath. Switch sides. And breathe. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good job. All right, come on up. Final stretch. Legs are out in front of you. Cross one foot over. So you're gonna, if your right knee is bent, you're gonna take your left elbow to the outside of that right leg and torso twist. Sit tall, chin lifted, shoulders drawn back and down, and you're twisting to get a stretch through your sides and your low back. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in and switch. Exhale and hold. Focus on a couple breaths here. Chin lifted, chest is open, really getting a stretch through the chest here too. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Good. Bring both knees into your chest. Round your back, drop your head. And come to crisscross. And sit up tall. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was really fun, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot about barre, that it doesn't have to be super complicated, and I tried and I think I succeeded at showing you a ton of options. So it's up to you to make sure that you take it to your level. Next time you come back and do this, I encourage you, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do that level 2 or do that level 3. Maybe not for the whole time, but for a couple small segments. Deep breath in and exhale. Bring one arm up. Give yourself a pat in the middle of your back. Nice job. Thanks so much for joining me.